Hello everyone, today is October 5th and I'm Annie. I've put together 3 pieces of news from China to share with you. First is about the Europe launching an anti-subsidy investigation into Chinese EVs. We'll talk about the background and the impact. Yesterday, the spokesperson for Chinese Ministry of Commerce stated that the Europe's investigation is based solely on subjective judgment about so-called subsidy programs and damage thefts. Lacking sufficient evidence and not complying with relevant WTO rules, China strongly expresses its dissatisfaction. Before delving into this, let's understand what subsidies the Europe is targeting in China. The subsidies the euro refers to aren't just the consumer vehicles purchase subsidies given by the Chinese government to end users from 2010 to 2022. Instead, they primarily focus on subsidies from governments or state-owned entities to business. So, why is the euro targeting Chinese new energy vehicles? From the exporting country's perspective, Europe has become a major destination for Chinese EVs. Data from the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers shows that in the first half of this year, China's car exports to Europe accounted for 39.1% of China's total vehicles exports, up from 5.7% in 2018. This figure surpasses Asian and North American markets. In Europe, the birthplace of automobiles, the expansion of Chinese automakers' market shares has raised concerns among European automakers. During the 220 summit held in New Delhi in September, the president of the European Commission expressed concerns about the rise of Chinese EVs in Europe. Furthermore, nearly 50 Chinese companies participated in this year's auto show, accounting for about 7.4% of the total exhibitors. Chinese passenger car brands occupied one-third of the passenger car brands at this year's Munich Auto Show. During the opening ceremony of the auto show, German Chancellor explicitly stated that EVs from China will provide innovative impetus to German car makers. He emphasized that fair competition can stimulate industry and innovation. Senior executives from established German automakers have also acknowledged that in the field of EVs, China is ahead of us by generation. They emphasized the need of Europe to catch up and collaborate in terms of manufacturing courses, ecosystem, and more. Apart from China expressing dissatisfaction, German car manufacturers have also voiced concerns. A recent commentary in the German was titled "Punitive Tariffs are the wrong choice." It noted that in the field of EVs, European carmakers indeed lag behind their Chinese counterparts. However, imposing punitive tariffs on Chinese EVs under the guise of anti-dumping is not the correct solution. Analysts from Eurasia Group have warned that if the euro eventually imposes tariffs on Chinese EVs, the Chinese government may take retaliatory measures, which could harm the European automotive industry. Mercedes-Benz has stated that protectionist measures will only backfire, and Bosch, an automotive parts supplier, has expressed concerns that punitive tariffs and trade barriers would lead to a loss-loss situation. Given that the German automotive industry is heavily reliant on the Chinese market, the Euro's anti-subsidy investigation in Chinese EVs could inadvertently trigger a trade war between Europe and China, further complicating the already challenging situation for German companies. Currently, various sectors of the German industry, including the automotive industry, are in a difficult situation. However, relevant authorities should not resort to trade protection measures. Instead, they should promote industry revitalization through reducing bureaucracy and promoting competition. So, how the Europe handles the investigation going forward will be closely watched. In other news, Hangzhou is currently hosting the Asia Games, and China is showcasing its robust mobile payment system. Members of the Hong Kong delegation experienced the digital RMB service at the Hangzhou Asian Games Village. Guided by staff at the village, members of the Hong Kong delegation download the digital renminbi app on their mobile phones, open digital renminbi wallets, experience FPS top-up and on-demand top-up functions, and experience the process of scanning to purchase products within the village. Representatives of the Hong Kong delegation who experienced the digital renminbi wallet find it to be convenient and straightforward. They could recharge their wallets directly across borders through FPS, making their life and consumption at the village easy and convenient. Lastly, news about the visit of the U.S. Senate Majority Leader Schumer to China later this month. The goal of the delegation's visit is to promote U.S. economic and national security interests in the region. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson responds, expressing the hope that the visit would enhance the U.S. Congress' objective understanding of China, promote dialogue and exchanges between the legislatures of the two countries, and inject positive factors into the development of China-U.S. relations. So that's all for today's news, and we will continue tomorrow. Bye!